Horse, go.
Oh.
Yup, that hits.
That isn't even, meaning a random enemy,
Out of
which
4.
will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
That will be Miss Sorceress.
Okay, Miss
Getting
Sorceress.
12 lightning damage.
Yep. The Drow Dark Bolt is severely wounded. The Spider Sorceress had been untouched up to this point.
Yep.
And as much as I would like to disengage, I'm not going to because everyone is low. And it's terrible. And I get to roll saves. Yeah, no.
You know how this goes, right?
Just don't
Yes.
save against the weekend.
Alright, I definitely take the 9 ongoing from the ongoings, but I will save against the 3 first. Nope. The 6. Nope. The weekend as well.
Yes.
Nope. So...
Three.
Okay, I'll take that.
So a
So
total
I
of
take
12 damage.
Could be worse.
But yeah, not bad for the
Could be
3d6.
worse.
Yeah.
Like psychic migraine.
Yeah.
Almost like your attribute rolls.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. Jasmine, it's your turn.
Wow.
I am pleasantly amused now. I'm pleasantly amused.
What else was foretold in this combat?
Does he foretold me shooting him in the face?
Probably didn't foretell that. Still
What happened?
alive! Still
Oh,
alive!
still alive, you tell me.
Still alive!
What's the escalation die? Just checking.
It's a
4.
4. That your terrain. You want to use your terrain stunt to kill him?
No.
Okay.
1 second. Look, macro. Just actually let me run my macro. There we go. Execute.
Alright.
Foretell this, motherfucker!
Pretty much.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, yeah, he's. Yeah!
Gone with the terrain stunt, but overkill. There's no kill like overkill.
And then, I mean, you can use train stunts to do minor damage, right?
You can.
D4 per level.
Like a
Yeah,
d4 per level.
Yeah. So basically, I want to use then as my quick action to basically, for example, knock some large object into this Drow Dark Bolt.
Okay.
It's like a big statue with a head.
Yeah,
that
but
has
you knock
like
a statue
crack in
over.
the neck.
Sure, go ahead and roll a 64.
Sure.
17 hit points is exactly how many she has left. The statue takes her head clean off.
I'll mark off the trains. I'll mark off the train stunt then. And and that sorcerer. She also gets fun times because I'm going to move up.
Okay,
Because I might as well get everything done still.
sure.
Killing streak.
Holding your longbow like a club as you charge her.
I'm very pressuring with my bow. You realise that's right?
Okay. She is the only
now-
enemy left. Go ahead.
I actually don't have the ongoing damage.
No, you don't. She will attempt to stab you with her sharpened wand.
No.
No, she's not the only enemy left. I skipped. No, they're at the top of the initiative. She had her turn. Theranos.
Still saying nothing. Stoic and quiet.
How am I supposed to lead when the fucking
Didn't
bullshit?
use any of my cool shit. Well, yeah, I have a wicked bonus to hit, so let fucking 1 again. Alright.
Just give-
Well,
give us
counterattack
very
missed.
quiet in combat.
That's my 1. Let's save against this stuff. First we have silenced. Nope. Then we have the ongoing. Yeah.
Yep, you save against the ongoing after taking 6 more damage, and I'm also going to allow you to roll your d8, even though we're at the end of your turn instead of at the start.
Yes, it is a hard thing to remember to do. I'll need to make a macro with all the different dice.
Yes, you can take another standard action.
Well, I'll try to hit him again.
Okay. She does get hit. She is most assuredly staggered. She does still have some health in the tank, though. All right. Moving along to Geráck. Save versus stuck. Yes! You're no longer stuck.
Let's just let's try to finish this one.
Okay. That will do it.
Right, good.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Escalation die goes to 5. This is definitely not how it was foretold according to the Spider Sorceress. She's the only one left. Aurelia.
Well, let's move up and punch her with a red fury.
Uh-oh. She, You rolled a 13 and got... You have, like, +7, I suppose, for the escalation die.
Yeah, escalation die mostly.
That's 5. Alright. Yeah, as it turns out, she doesn't have 30 armor class. That hits her, and that's her
Okay.
first time hitting her.
That is true, meaning that she will take 47 physical and another 17 fire damage. As Aurelia punches her with fiery fists. 64.
She is still alive, but only just, and rather than attempt to flee like the Sword Maiden did, or cower, she will use a free action and spit blood at Aurelia.
That's rude.
It's not a turn yet.
Free action.
Immediate action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to do for your turn, Sheep?
Glower back at that rude interruption of Aurelia's mood.
Yes, and
That's
now save time.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, I take 9 from the ongoing, but I'll roll against the 3 first.
Okay.
I should just press my save button. Nope. 6. Nope. Weakened. No.
You take extra.
Alright.
On top of the 9, 13 damage, Aurelia falls down. She's at -4 hit points.
She is...
As Jasmine kind of just looks already, it's like, wait, what?
The spit of blood hitting Aurelia's face as she looks shocked and falls over.
The pain, the horrible dragging of pain across her mind by those supplicants was enough to finish the job on Aurelia. Jasmine, that happened.
Okay, that's a surprise for Jasmine. But she has someone to kill. And she will take aim at point blank. And, well, your gods did not foretell of this.
Well then.
That would have been enough to kill her even if she wasn't full health.
Also, just technically, even if she survives somehow.
She has 8 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an execution shot.
Her abilities to expand the crit ranges of everyone for each attack that she missed in a battle did not come into effect at all. She is dead.
Because she hit all the time.
She hit most of the time,
Which
and when
should
she
be
started
perfectly
missing,
acceptable.
and when she started missing, people weren't rolling within the expanded crit range.
Yeah.
Combat is over. You all who are taking ongoing damage, take 1 more dosage of ongoing damage, but then it stops.
I can speak again.
And all of your all the things that had affected you fade away.
Right. Should we just give a healing potion to Aurelia then, I think?
I mean, she can...
She is still dying.
Yeah.
Yes,
Geráck,
I will give...
Geráck will give her a adventure tier healing potion.
But let me... Oh, okay. Fine. No, it's...
Right. Well, too late.
Alright.
Yes.
Which is plus 1d6? 2d6?
1d6.
1d6 max.
1d8
Oh, yeah,
maximum
1d8.
30.
Okay, so I get just 30 anyways.
You have a total of 30 hit points right now.
Alright. Oof.
The Fane falls completely silent, except for the sounds of your breathing and moving. The last of your opponents falls dead. And befitting this particular Fane that devotes itself so much to silence, no sounds.
Hernaz will go, while the others do this, he'll go look for the, sort of an immediate area for the girl we were supposed to, the Alessa, the human cleric.
Yes, you do find her. She is roped up within some webbing, one of the corners stashed away. But you can certainly find her and recover her.
I'll try to make sure she's okay.
She is, she's slightly wounded, but she's more along the lines of traumatized, having basically gotten full body wrapped by a giant web spider.
I'll bring her sort of to the others, to the light. And then he'll suggest we extract.
Anything you need to make a recharge roll for, like Sheep's Spell or your Executioner Bow, you should make sure that you roll for now.
The spell was a daily.
Oh, okay.
Didn't use anything.
Jasmine, your bow?
Oh,
Oh, Dark's gone.
see, my command points fall to 0 again.
Yes, that was a controlling battle. That other Capkeeper was a douche.
You know, I still like that one better than the damage battle where everyone dies.
We should
It's better than
back
dead.
up, see if the mages are okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We shouldn't linger too long here if there's still some pressure from the ghouls upon them.
There
Exactly.
certainly is pressure upon them. They are harried. You folks took some time in this battle. But other than some wounds, which can be patched up at the cathedral, they actually haven't sustained any losses. You find the body of the sword maiden who fled. They're pretty much roasted before them.
Good.
Nice.
You
That's
can
excellent. Sorry.
return these tokens and their damaged values back to the tactical map. This objective of yours has been a success. You can receive 2 positive priestess dice. In addition, you will either get 1 political power or an army of battle clerics.
So what
Well,
did we want to pick here? I don't
the
remember.
clerics, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember what we said we were gonna pick, but I
Battle clerics was the
Yeah. Right.
That's definitely cheaper in the long term because we are going to need battle clerics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll take those, I guess.
One
Alright.
additional armor then.
Hopefully, Dark will end up making a reappearance. It'd be terrible if we lost him in the great calamity and tragedy of whatever.
But the important decision that still has to be made here: how do we name our battle clerics, or do they have a name?
Well, let me see here. The person you rescued is Lessa, and as it turns out, she's a cleric, and she has decided that because you have saved her, that she will not be traveling with her adventuring group. She instead will be coming along with you folks.
Those bastards left me down there.
Well, I mean, it's not that kind of resentment, but it's more along the lines of it wasn't for you folks, she would not have been saved.
They did pay us 200 gold per person to get
Yes.
her back. Like, that's not an
Yeah,
insignificant value for adventuring people.
I did forget about
Yes.
that. But
Yes, that's definitely not insignificant.
Remember, we worked for 25 gold pieces to get through the fucking wild wood.
You guys got like pay like 10 gold pieces apiece.
Yeah.
yeah. That's a lot.
Alessa.
Okay.
Alessa. There you go. I've put her and the entire army of battle clerics in the Arby's box.
Do that now. It's a crappy one. Have to do. Well, that was rather successful. And it seems that our efforts are appreciated by the local forces. Local important people.
Indeed they are. Because Dark's also not here, I'll go ahead and throw down the D6s. Let's see. 2 positive priestess dice it was. 2 positive priestess dice. What was that size? Huge.
So, as far as the briefing, the plan was to follow along the Demon Coast horizon.
We're not gonna do the Old Barons thing.
Yeah, in horizon.
No, that's here.
No, the Owlbear activity is in horizon.
The
No,
Owlbear activities in Horizon. The Owlbarons are to the
Yes.
south of Santa Cora.
I just don't remember what we actually said.
We said we were going to the Owlbears in horizon.
Uh,
mean, the owlbears only needs one army, meaning we could maybe leave one here in Satakora for the barons.
We could leave the battle clerics here, I suppose. I just think it'd be nice to have them with our mages traveling the Demon Coast.
You could also, bring them along with you. Yes, you can certainly. That's the minimum requirement. You can apply both armies there if you really want.
And they'll do better and not die.
That's true. That might be pretty useful.
Because clerics are good at keeping people alive when they're not silenced.
And,
Forever.
And Imperial Mage is not the best selection for an owlbear.
Yeah, otherwise, they would have solved it themselves. Because I imagine they have those in Horizon.
The owlbears tend to congregate around Direwood due to various experiments that go awry. It's just that in this particular moment, and you'll learn more about it as you get closer and actually speak with people, there's a particularly unruly populace. You folks can talk along a few minutes just to make sure that Horizon's where you want to head next. I'm going to use the restroom.
I will do the same, but I think Horizon is the right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just if we want to leave an army here to do that, but I think we should bring both, maybe.
Yeah, let's just bring both. Let's just travel the lands with our ever-growing army.
I mean, that one is kind of close to home, so we can do that
You know,
later.
what we
can
should
just
do
send an army
is
down there later on.
we started in Newport, now we're in Satakora with 2 armies. We'll go to Horizon, get more armies, then Axis, then Glitterhagen, then the Fangs, and then Dragonhall. We'll just travel the lands, accumulating people, and then we finish in Dragonhall. That's what we're going to do.
Oh. We need boats to get to the Fangs though, but that's what we're gonna get in Axis. Oh.
And I'm back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll try not to be silenced and hampered the entire battle next time.
That was pretty funny.
Severely limit my capabilities of doing things.
We just assumed that you were very quiet during every battle because
I always get silenced.
Yeah, because you were the only one who got silenced. We didn't really know what's going on.
Well, you know, got hampered anyway, so.
Yeah.
At least our characters have seen your character in action on Creo. right?
Ah, that's true. That's true.
So surely we know that you're...
Human resources guy, you know?
Yeah.
Best with people. Not great on my own, and not great just standing there. I can do great things. Whenever I heal someone, I get double my level to the healing. That's nice.
Pretty good.
And they can also take a save against an effect. Actually, that's whenever I target someone with a spell. It's a bonus thing. Generally want to try to target all of you with spells in the beginning of the battle, though. So get the maximum usage out of them, but...
Well, you can cast for power as well, can't you?
I can, yeah, if I need to. I have some tactics and some commands. Where my offensive power comes from. But once after the session and we roll relationship dice, then I will have more command points. I don't have them the first session because I don't start with having rolled relationship dice.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know. This was the first combat with the character too. Didn't really make sense to have a test combat when I would be alone. Well, my things basically wouldn't do anything anyway.
Could have fought together with NPCs or something.
Who can't use all my things to anything because they don't have healing searches or anything.
Shit. Alright, so we heading off for Horizon?
Sound like it.
Okay. Everyone here?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, not dark, but
Dark's not even in the call because he's struggling with.
yeah. It did connect again, but I don't know what's...
Okay. Did he leave anything in the Skype chat?
Yeah, he
Technical difficulties, be back in a few minutes. He said that 9 minutes ago. Alright, you folks leave behind the city of temples, the city of spirit, in a better shape than what it was when you arrived, having done great works to destabilize the ettercaps beneath the city, and by not giving in to temptation and receiving a secret from she who whispers in darkness in return, however useful it may have been. And with the Imperial Mages and Battle Clerics, the two began clanking off, heading west. Attempt to travel through the rather treacherous area known as the Demon Coast. Now, this tends to be a lot of Imperial opinion. The Red Waste is called as such. I mean, it's right next to the Abyss. Demons, at least as far as peasants are concerned, just keep pouring out on a regular basis. And that's why it's called the Demon Coast. It's right next to the Abyss. Demons. Really, you're more likely to see, like, barbarian tribes coming from the south, or orcs, because there's orc groups everywhere, than, like, hordes of demons. The Great Gold Worm and whatever paladins make it their personal calling to stay in the area, do their best to take care of that. There's, of course, as you begin traveling in earnest in a trip that will take multiple weeks. It is quite some journey, particularly since the road network around here is not the best. Although it is well traveled by numerous caravans, they have beaten down a wide stretch of territory. It's certainly easier to traverse across than, say, through the wild wood. But first you have to go over some hills, and then through the woods to grandmother's house. That's exactly how that works. Of course, eventually, you will end up passing by the Golden Citadel, which is located between Horizon and Santa Cora. Geráck would most assuredly know that at one point this was a splendid golden dome that served as the stronghold of the Great Gold Worm. But it's currently in ruins. It was destroyed many centuries ago, several ages past. After the Great Gold Worm threw himself into the abyss, it fell into disrepair. Paladins of the Golden Order, such as yourself, Geráck, do make holy war pilgrimages to the ruins on top of the mountain, and it is on a mountain, so it would take some effort to get up, and the army wouldn't exactly do the best for following you. They periodically clean them of monsters, and they ensure that no dungeon can rise up into the rubble. Attempts, however, over the ages to fully rebuild the Golden Citadel have failed. Partly because the Great Gold Worm has ordered the Paladins to disperse through the world, and does not want them remaining near the Abyss, and partly because of concerted attacks by the Three, who have no interest in seeing a rebuilt Golden Citadel. So, should some entrepreneuring like clerics or paladins make an attempt, the Three tends to pay a visit and smash it to pieces.
Ah.
Yes.
Aurelia makes a note.
Can lure
This
them
would
here.
make a good trap. Exactly. Exactly.
But you would also be defying the Great Gold Worm himself if you tried to linger around here, because you're supposed to spread out into the world.
It does
Right.
make a lot of sense not to hang around a hole in the ground in the Red Waste if you want to do good.
Yes.
You know,
Which
he's
is why
got
we'll
that
keep
covered.
Uh-huh.
But yes, the many of those in the Golden Order do make a pilgrimage to the Golden Citadel on occasion to clean it out of monsters and basically just to see it. And think back to back when the Great Gold Worm was participating actively, and did not have his body sort of kept in the abyss to prevent demons from just controlling the entire world.
Shed a tear for the ancient past.
My god.
Hello again, Dark. We're on a trip right now along the Demon Coast, Dark.
Oh, can I be kicked from the server?
I guess.
I've been banished.
There, I've banished you.
Aha.
I can do it again.
You could do it again.
So tempting.
You have not won yet. But yes, let's see here. Few weeks of travel time, as noted. You do have to wind your way through the hills and then across the entire length of the Demon Coast. Of course, then far off to the southwest would be the remnants, or basically what exists of Gorrigan's Maw, which once upon a time a great fiend clawed his way through the abyss before the Great Gold Worm could seal the gap. Basically went like, aha! The Great Gold Worm was like, ah, fuck! But some combination of magic and luck, wielded by the icons, or by heroes, it's not entirely sure, petrified him before he could destroy the world. His body is buried, but his mountain-sized head still juts partly above the ground. Demons spawned low in the guts climb toward freedom through the mouth and eye holes. Adventurers climb the other direction, searching for insanely powerful treasure. The Diabolist herself has often been sighted near Gorrigan's Maw, though none know whether she mourns the demon, or is amused by his corpse, or is mainly hiring custodians of the living dungeon. None can say.
So, just to clarify, this is the head
That is the head.
of the thing.
Of the
How big
demon.
is the Great Gold Worm?
Pretty fucking big, too.
Like this big?
Pretty fucking big. It's a giant rift that he's laying in front of.
Well, I mean,
But
that really
still-
puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You
but
could just
still-
lay on top of a Newport.
But still, that gigantic demon had the bright idea to bypass the Great Gold Worm with an alternate approach. And either through magic or luck from heroes or icons, the mountain-sized demon's head was stopped. Now imagine how big the rest of the demon is, and what he could have done to the Dragon Empire.
Yeah.
And that there's probably more of them.
But they're in the abyss. You're probably fine.
For now.
For
We have
now.
other problems.
Yes. You do eventually come to the large booming town of Eldolan, which is detailed in a Pelgrim Press 13th Age Adventurer Path, which we are not using. So we're just going to skip by it. That's for, like, adventurers anyway, and you guys are champions. This place is for scrubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bunch of fucking, like, scrub, newbie, bullshit packs.
Stick our nose in the weather. Our army getting rather annoyed.
Fucking whatever. Yeah.
We could all be adventurers.
It will be late planting, late in the month, by the time that you arrive on the outskirts of Horizon. Now, none of the Imperial mages have been trained in Horizon, though some of them have been here on a few occasions, like Lord Inator. And he will offer you folks some warnings and some words of wisdom by starting with, "Have any of you personally been to the glorious City of Wonders?"
No.
I have not in my travels.
It is not a city to take lightly. I would suggest that you stick together, or at the very least have someone guide you. I strongly recommend a guide, and not even I would be a good selection. It is very... You'll see. Hopefully we should not have to delve too far into the city itself. Word was sent ahead, and certainly we are a large group. We will be noticed.
That is good. We'll see what comes to when we enter.
And, I'm gonna go ahead and let this one sit. I have made a new map available, Horizon City of Wonders. We will not be putting anything on this map. This is to give you an indication of how this thing looks exactly. As if you were approaching from the northern harbor. Which, you're sort of approaching in a similar direction. And yes, that is how Horizon looks. Horizon has its own maddening features. It, of course, was originally built by the Wizard King itself. Of course, the Wizard King is now the Lich King. The Wizard King used to rule this place, and he's the most powerful wizard who's ever existed. Evidence of his effects on the Dragon Empire seen to this day. There is magic that exists in Horizon that basically the ley lines he's established and the conduit and focal points that he's made, those are still used. There's statues and remnants of the Wizard King. The highways that you travel on from Horizon to Axis, or from Axis to Glitterhagen, those were built by the Wizard King. He is the greatest, most powerful force that this world has ever seen. It is a testament to his undying will that even after being killed by a unification of multiple forces, he brought himself back into existence. And it is only through the continued chain of sacrifices and the will and the effort of multiple icons that his vast army is kept in Necropolis, and that the hordes that could be his are kept in peace in the graveyards all over the world. His power is legendary, and no Archmage since then has been able to eclipse it. Every single one of them has lived in his shadow. That being said, the Archmages have certainly done quite a bit of expansion since then. And there are numerous flying islands. Navigation is also a maddening process here, because you have to know which gate you need to go through to teleport to get to another section of the city. And yes, like, your normal concept of, like, where would I go, or, like, using landmarks, doesn't work. You have to know the gates, and where each gate would take you. If Horizon doesn't like you, it has a tendency to send you where you don't want to go, and if it really doesn't like you and wants you dead, then, using the teleportation gates can be hazardous to one's health. Of course, if you have the privilege of flying, few do, you're able to navigate around just fine. But that is exactly how Horizon City of Wonders looks. This is where Dwohurim Harsca, as a shaper of the Shapers Guild, stayed to maintain these bullshit ramps and teleportation gates.
And sewers.
Yes.
Imagine that.
And it is a extreme mercy that for now, you will not have to go into the city itself. You are greeted on the outskirts by individuals who have basically been aware of your presence, both by Lord Teraptus sending word ahead and armies marching westward across the Demon Coast. Kinda got word. And we'll explain to you a bit about the problem that you folks have heard of and are looking to solve. Specifically, owlbears are really a thing. They're the most durable example of the bizarre hybrids that wizards persist in creating, despite evidence that it's not healthy for them or the world. The Direwood outside Horizon has been traditionally full of owlbears for, like, half the ages. Like, the Wizard King wasn't really into them, but, like, wizards have, like, this penchant of creating things that shouldn't be. Like Gelahedrons. And then, like, trying to spread them and use them to do things, like make highways. Or, you know, like in Session 2, whenever you learned about a basilisk that was kept in a wizard tower. Wizards, I have ideas. However, this populace has gotten a bit worse than is typical.